What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Return of the Knicks podcast on the BX Sports JEDI Network. It is the watch along. Tonight, the New York Knicks take on the San Antonio Spurs with a bunch of receipts from the New York Knickerbockers. But before we get going, let's say hello to the one renowned Chef Dan. Salute, Chef Dan. What is up?
Salute to you. Salute to everyone in the world's most famous chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us as we take on the San Antonio Spurs. And we get some returning personnel back, baby.
Right.
We get some people back. Talk about it, Jedi. This is your guy. Talk about him.
I used the Force yesterday. I had my OB1 jersey at NXT at the arena. I said I need some NXT vibes. I need some recovery, some Hulkamaniac spirit, some Jedi power, and Obi Toppin is back, baby. He is ready, healthy. I don't know how much time on the floor he'll get. They'll probably bring him slowly with some training wheels, but the fact that the young man is able and available off the bench, to me, it's a party, man. I'm excited. Salute to everyone in the chat again. Thank you for joining us. Fortran Express, Brandon Schultz, Jason, salute Jason, as well as Tim Smith and many others that will be coming in with us. We'll be acknowledging them as they come in the chat. So, Chef Dan, you know how we do it here on the BX Sport JEDI Network. Let's try to help get some people some money, man. This is the largest I've seen the Knicks as a favorite at home. The Knicks are a 10-point favorite at home at a plus 360. So Vegas is thinking that the Knicks, who has been playing some phenomenal defense in the last 8 quarters, I'm holding teams under that last game under 86 points on the Phoenix Suns. They are a favorite at 360, and the over and under 225 at a minus 480, extremely high. This is from the Caesar book, and not a sponsor, but we want to acknowledge where we got this money line from. Bet, remember, good luck. Bet with your head, not over your head. Wow, this is the biggest I've seen the Knicks. A lot of expectation. They split. Vegas really likes the Knicks tonight.
Yeah, so far the Knicks have been on a 3-game winning streak, and they've been playing excellent defense. They've been getting back to that defensive route of, holding opponents to under 100 points. So they're looking for them to continue the same thing while getting back some players. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to see how the Knicks are going to be able to do this. And with that money line, I'm interested to see if they think Mitchell Robinson is going to show up tonight, because that was one of the biggest factors.
You're right. That was a big factor between Mitchell Robinson and Jakob Porto. Totally ate his Cajun lunch that day in San Antonio. I want to say hello to Darnell Davis, Mike Ortiz. Happy New Year to both of you guys. And Brandon Schultz, yes, we played the Rockets on New Year's Eve. By the way, the Knicks beat the Rockets to end the year off strong, and right now they're on a 3-game winning streak, but 2 in this year here. So we are excited for the New York Knickerbockers tonight. So it always starts with the defense, like you said, Chef Dan. It's Mitchell Robinson, Jakob Porto, and if they could have a different outcome where Mitchell Robinson, look for him that, because he had a huge game against the Aiden. The Knicks could go strong here and win and actually live up to what Vegas thinks they will, especially with Julius Randle, who's been averaging, my God, close to 28, 27 points the month of December. Putting his name a stamp, put me in the All-Star game. He has numbers to actually make a huge, strong case, playing one of the best basketballs for a power forward in the NBA with the minutes and everything, plus minus at a plus 140, 140 plus in that column. In all of NBA, leads, I believe, all the forwards. So Julius Randle, as much as gripe and as much grief we gave him last season, you got to give him a little bit of compliment here, at least for the first half of the season here for 2022 entering 2023.
It's not a little bit of a compliment, man. You got to give him his due, and he's earned it. We know the start of the season is always rough for Julius Randle, and we saw that kind of play out, and also having to get used to a new teammate in Jalen Brunson. But he's, like I've said this before, and I'll say this again, out of all the teammates that have adapted quickest and the best with Brunson, Julius is the one, because they've been able to be a formidable 1-2 punch that can get you 20 plus points a night, can be nuclear any night, and give the Knicks a scoring punch when they need it. So Julius Randle, man, he's been playing excellent. Not only that, but he's been stepping up in his leadership. There's been seeing a lot of people in on Twitter when the Hawks recently lost the game, and what's his name? The guy they just recently traded for, DeJounte Murray.
Murray.
He had missed some free throws late in the game, and they tried blaming the coach, and Murray took onus, and someone was like, "Oh, I wish our Knicks players would do that." Well, someone had the tape, like just a few months back. Knicks had lost the game, and Julius had taken ownership of that. I think it was one of the leads that we had blown. So Julius is being a better leader, man, and you got to salute him for that. Salute to Julius Randle, man. He's been playing his tail off, and he's earned an All-Star vote this year.
All right, so here's the Spurs starting lineup here. We've got Romeo Langford, Keldon Johnson, Trey Jones, Jermaine Sohan, and Jakob Porter.
Jeremy Sohan.
Jeremy, did I say Jermaine?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it in before the tip-off. I apologize with that. So I'm just trying to read it quick and look up at the same time for the screen. So trying to get on time here. For the Knicks is Brunson, Grimes, Quickly, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson. Again, I apologize for butchering that name, just looking up to make sure we get, I see some comments as well, so I want to make sure the comments get acknowledged as we say hello to Gideon, Johnny Davis, and Steve. Salute. So we are back at it here. Let's go. Let's get Knicks. Let's bring in our sixth man off the bench before the tip-off, so I want to make sure everything is in order.
Yep.
There we go. The sixth man is off the bench. And it's good to see how we're going to see if Obi Toppin, how many minutes he gets here. Over and under, I think he gets like 12 to 15 minutes if he plays.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Tibbs wants him to play because that bench unit sorely needs that scoring. It needs that, it needs them wanting to run up the court, especially with Quickly now that he's found this point guard rhythm where he's able to just get dimes, and you see him finding a cutting Sims, but Sims can only cut so much. He's not a threat on the 3-point line, so after that initial cut, they play that cut very well. Versus Obi Toppin, you kick it out to him in the corner. I'm excited to see him shoot that thing because he's improved that shot. He's put in the work over the years, and yeah, he is a scoring punch desperately needed off the bench.
Indeed. And all it does, it gets better because the uncertainty and the growth of Emmanuel Quickly. Now he's, keeps adding, and now he's taking some starting moments until RJ Barrett returns. So everything, when they start getting healthy, barring no more injuries, this team is going to start excelling in the right way, possible, and absolutely in the second half and gelling. So remember, they went on an 8-game winning streak, not fully complementary healthy. So imagine when they get all healthy together and they gel, and barring no trades, barring no other injuries, I think we haven't even seen the Knicks play the best basketball yet, if you could actually argue that.
I say this once, I say it again. I do not think that 8-game winning streak was a fluke.
Yeah.
Melvin Smith, salute to you in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Agent, Super, Argo, thank you so much for joining us. And you're absolutely right. Obi is back.
Absolutely, yes. We acknowledge you guys. Thank you for joining us. So we're about to start this wonderful game at Madison Square Garden. Of course, like always, we ask you guys, it's totally free to just hit that like button. We don't ask for any money or any super chats. If donations are welcome, but we ask you, please hit that like button. That is the best way of acknowledging us and thanking us. We will love that. So the Knicks win the top here. Brunson driving, puts it up. And he get it. Jalen Brunson. And so Knicks immediately making an impact with Jalen Brunson. Remember, they played the Spurs last week with no Brunson. So they're going to take advantage here. As they drive down in the paint, puts up, Langford puts the shot, and he scores. So we're even at 2. That was actually Jones. So he retaliates there, back-to-back here. So quickly now, again, has Jones guarding him. Gets a screen from Mitchell Robinson over to Quentin Grimes. Grimes over the right wing, back to Randall, top of the key. Randall jab steps. Now he kicks up his dribble, hands it He fakes it. Now he stops. Now he's going to need some help. Bounce pass to Mitchell Robinson. Robinson, 300 shot. Robinson has to put this long shot, and that was a complete air ball.
He didn't need to fade away.
No. So San Antonio will bring it up here. All even at 2. So Jones bringing the ball up. Bounce pass here to Sohan. Sohan now driving. Puts up the shot. And that was, nope, air ball. Rebound Mitchell Randall. Mitchell Robinson had a lot to do with that air ball. Here's Randall now. Randall's going to shoot the 3 ball. And it hits it right on cue. Julius Randle with shooting that with confidence there. So here's Jones. Jones driving, passes it, kicked it out 3, fakes it. Langford down gets a bounce pass, and that's kickball. No. Yep. So retained by San Antonio. As the Spurs will inbound here. He gets it into Jones. 13 on the shot clock. On top. He's going to take a 3. Brunson took a shot and then right there in his chin. So quickly comes up with the rebound as we say hello, good evening to Jose Melo. As quickly gets the screen. He's going to put up the 3. And that's in and out. Jacopoto comes up with it. Hands it over to Sohan. Passes it. Here's Johnson. Johnson passes it back to Jones. Here's a shot wide open from Langford. Misses. Richard Robinson comes up with the rebound. Robinson hands it out to Randall. Randall bringing on the left wing. Pushes it to Quentin Grimes. Grimes on the left wing. He's driving. Puts it up. And there's going to be called a foul. So 2 free throws. Ooh, Quentin Grimes holding a little bit aside there. All right, so 2 shots for Grimes. Grimes will go to the free throw line. He gets the first one. And now the Knicks extend the lead 6-2 here. 2 minutes have gone by in the game. He goes 1 of 2 from the line. Rebound by San Antonio Jones. That's one area the Knicks need to improve. Is on those free throws. Ooh, good defense by Brunson. Turnover. Here comes Randall now on the left wing. Randall waiting for Brunson. Hands it over to Brunson. Brunson working on the left side. Now he's dribbling. Backs in. Steps away. Fade away. And it's good. Jalen Brunson. Nothing but net. Knicks have an 8-2 lead here. So 2.5 minutes gone by here. 8-2 Knicks. Here's a bounce pass here to Jacopoto. Top of the key. He's handling. Back again. Jones now, bounce pass underneath, and good foul there up and under. So Mitchell Robinson gets his first. So Johnson will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Keldon Johnson will go to the line, look for his first points. Remember, he had a 30-point outing against the Knicks last time. And he misses the first one.
Ball don't lie.
There you go. That's the motto of Chef Dan and the BX Sports JEDI Network, return to the Knicks when they miss a free throw. As we salute Mr. D. Ross, who's in the building. Mr. Johnson misses both. Chef Dan.
Ball don't lie.
There you go. It's Brunson. Brunson keeps his dribble. Brunson now shaking and baking. He's got 2 guys. He puts up, and he's beautiful. Jalen Brunson with a beautiful razzle-dazzle. My goodness. And we have a timeout on the floor. So San Antonio wants to talk. 8-0 run by New York Knicks. So it's 10-2 here. Hit those likes. Don't forget, we asked just for you guys to please support the show with the like button. Please, it's totally free. We totally could use it. Helps the program grow where we're at now and just continue to grow. And that's it. We're not asking for no super chat. We're not asking for memberships or any of that good stuff. We appreciate you guys and we just ask for those likes, man. Just get us going with the likes. Chef Dan, we are now the 4th day of January. Have you broken your resolution? I didn't make one, but I'm hoping the Knicks made a resolution of keep hitting free throws.
Me personally, I mean, I made some resolutions. I didn't break them yet, but I will say that Knicks, if they if they did make a resolution to make their free throws, they started off on a bad note.
Hopefully they start getting better. They get better at the free throw line. That's one
Yeah.
thing that's missing because they are playing some good defense. You know what? I think sometimes it goes. It's just me, my opinion. Maybe it goes hand in hand when you play some. You're out there exhausted, playing some free throws. You take the free throws for granted and you miss them because we saw it a lot with the '90s Knicks. My God, they play some hell of a defensive team, but when they get on the free throw, they were atrocious. And it's yeah. So I can't sugarcoat it. They could have won at least maybe 1, 2 NBA titles if they would have hit their free throws. You know, the team collectively, they were a good free throw hitting team, shooting team. Would have, could have, should have, but it seems like when you play good defense, some reason it never. I guess the energy you spent, you take those free throws for granted. I don't know. I just me think, just me, my thought. There's no scientific proof to it.
No, there's none. There's no scientific proof to that. um, but what I can say is that, the guys that are missing free throws right now, we don't suspect them to. Brunson and Grimes. It really, the memory that just sticks out in our head is that Chicago game, and that's probably echoing in their head right now. That's really it. So we think about it, like they just gotta, get that game out of their head and just keep being consistent, and it's a make or miss league at the end of the day.
There's something about that uniform that we can't get those games out of our heads, huh? That Chicago Bull uniform. Ugh, I don't. As we return back here, Jacopoto will inbound the ball after that timeout. As here we go. Knicks up by 8 here. As Johns passes to Jacopoto, top of the key, back to Selden. To Sohan, excuse me. Sohan, here's a drive, and we got a foul. So Johnson will go to the foul line. Kenny McLean salute. We got a free throw coming up here. He hits the first one. So Knicks now up, lead by 7. Now it's down to 6, 10-4. Brunson will bring it on the left side. Brunson skips his dribble, steps back, and he got it. Brunson, he has the shooting touch tonight. 12-4, Knicks up. 8 points for Brunson here. He's 4-4 from the field. Johnson now. Johnson stops over Sohan. Sohan now back to Johnson. Johnson now is going to take the 3, and he misses, rims out. Porto comes up with the rebound. Jacopoto hands it to Johnson. Johnson in the paint, puts it up, and he got fouled. I think that's Mitchell Robinson's second. Don't mess with the Zohan, indeed. So now Harkenstein will come in.
Kenny McLeod, salute to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Now, Kenny, I know I said McLean. I was thinking of Die Hard, so sorry about that. No disrespect. No. I was thinking of it's the holiday season, Yippee Ki and that movie just saw it, stuck in my head, and he's hit the free throw here. So the lead is cut in half, 12-6. Here's Brunson now. Brunson driving. Brunson spinning, 1-on-1 here. 11 on the shot clock. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Now he's driving, puts it up, scoops it up. But Hartenstein is there for the cleanup dunk. Cleanup in the center, baby. So here's Jacopoto. Porto now stops, spins, passes it back out. Back into Porto. He hands it back again. Jones puts it up, tries to go up high, but no, misses. But the ball is still loose. Ball right into the hands of San Antonio. And then now quickly comes up with it. Emmanuel quickly all alone. Quickly with the dunk. So he stuffs it in. So Knicks up by 10. So quickly in the right place at the right time. Here's Jones. Jones driving. Passes it back to Johnson. Johnson thought about the three. Back again to Jones. Wide open for three. And he's going to shoot it. Misses. Rebound by Porto. Porto puts it up and he misses it. Mitchell and Randall with the big boy snap. But no, the ball got loose and there's a foul. Langford. So free throws here for Langford. And he hits the first one. So Romeo Langford at the line here for a second free throw. And he hits the first one. That's a good one. Thank you for your good sense of humor. Appreciate it. Guess I am a diehard Knicks fan. Indeed. Yippee-ki-yay. Here's Brunson. Brunson now spins over. And it's Harkenstein misses that one. He aimed that one instead of just letting it go natural. And here comes good defense there by the Knicks, stolen by Grimes. Bounce past it quickly puts it up, and he misses. He thought he had some foul there, no call. Now goes the other way here. Here's Johnson, passes it here to Zohan. Zohan spins, passes it. Here's a three ball here by Langford, and he nails that one. So San Antonio made it work. They worked hard, and they got rewarded here. Fighting over a screen, and we're going to get a foul, and we're going to say Ron Langford picks up a bad foul there. What's going on? Best of 7 Sports Talk. Salute. Basketball all day. Welcome. Collins will come in for Porto. Quickly now gets it to Harkenstein. Back to quickly. Wanted to work fast there, but good job there by San Antonio. Here's Brunson now. Knicks want to work a little quick. Here's Randall shooting the three ball, and he misses. Deep rebound right to Brunson. Brunson resets to quickly. Quickly thought about the three. Fakes, puts up the floater, and he misses. Harkenstein was there, and they're going to say loose ball foul. So loose ball foul on San Antonio. Raume Lansford, his second foul on the loose ball, holding on to Julius Randle. So Richardson will come in for the Spurs. As they're going to inbound here. Harkenstein back to Brunson. Brunson on the curl. Randall now. Randall driving, fouled. So Julius Randle becoming a tough cookie. Now he'll go to the free throw line. This is what we wanted to see. Remember when San Antonio, we said he's the better player on the court for both teams, most talented. We wanted him to go over, even though he did have over 40 plus points, but that was just a different game. More free throws for Julius Randle. Randle misses the first one. There goes the resolution. Johnny Davis, and on draft pick says Julius is focused. He goes 1 of 2 from the line. Here's a drive by Zohan. It looked like he walked there. He missed, but good team rebound there. Rick quickly hands it over to Harkenstein. Now Randle brings it up, and he was trying to get a bounce pass, a cutting Harkenstein. I like the creativity there, especially, but You just got to make sure, you got to know who it is. Maybe a bounce pass would have went more better as they bring the ball up here. Here's a drive. Richardson puts it up, and he hits it. 17-13. So San Antonio right back there by 4. Randall. Over here to Quentin Grimes, shoots the 3, and that's good. 3-pointer, Quentin Grimes from downtown. Give an assist there to Julius Randle. So, as here's a drive, here's Zohan. Back to Richardson. Richardson now in the paint. Stops, puts it, and he got the step back. Right over Emmanuel quickly there. So, instant offense there by Richardson coming off the bench. 5-point lead here. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Brunson back, gets the ball back from Grimes. Now Brunson puts it up the glass, and easy all day. Bad defense there by the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Zohan. Zohan now. Zohan getting some screens, passes it back to Richardson. Richardson now is going to put the 3, and he misses. Air ball, rebound by Julius Randle. So he was hot, but not that quite hot. Here's Randle over to Quentin Grimes for 3. And that's in and out. That was no good. Rebound by, and Zohan will bring it up. Now Zohan wants to back in on quickly. Double team, passes it around here. Richardson. Here's Johnson. Johnson spins, stops, back over to Richardson. 11 on the shot clock. Now Richardson, back over. Here's Collins, and from the elbow scores. So the 6'11 center hits it from the elbow, 13, 14 feet away. Here's Brunson. Brunson bounced past to Harkenstein. Harkenstein reverse, and he puts it. So back-to-back points from each team's backup centers. 24-17. Just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Richardson, back in. Here's Collins going to shoot the 3 ball, and he nails it downtown. Zach Collins. 2 consecutive points here. 5 points for Collins off the bench. Here's Brunson. Brunson now. Brunson switch. Now he thought about the 3, and there's a steal. Here's Richardson in a fast break, and he puts it up. Blocked by Julius Randle right into Brunson. He passes there. Here's Quickly. Emmanuel Quickly now puts it up, and he got fouled. What a play by Julius Randle. Focus, like Johnny Davis said. Julius is focused. Nice. So Emmanuel Quickly will get an opportunity to go to the free throw. Quickly rattles the first one in. That wasn't so pretty, Chef Dan.
Yeah. That first shot wasn't pretty, but he got it in.
He got it in. Hey, that's what she said. 25-20. And he nails both of them. So 2 of 2 from the line. 26-20. As the ball passes around, here's the 3 ball, and in and out, misses. Rebound by Julius Randle. Another rebound for Randle. So Randle filling up his columns in the first quarter, a little bit of everything. Here's Julius Randle now. Shoots the 3 ball, and that's off the mark. Tack too quickly. Quickly back over Brunson for 3. And that's good. 3-pointer, Jalen Brunson. Emmanuel Quickly gets an assist there. Second opportunities on 90. The Knicks, 13 points for Jalen Brunson. Here's Richardson now. Richardson tries to cut the needle and right into Collins. Harkenstein had his hands up, got the passing lane, but the ball landed right into Collins. Easy bucket. Here's Brunson now. Brunson. And Brunson now. He's going to shoot the 3 ball himself, and that's off the mark. And Harkenstein had it, but loose ball foul. Collins hooking the arm there. So they have a timeout on the floor. You see Chef Dan, you see how they're getting into the passing lanes with their hands and deflecting that. Even though that went into Collins' hands, but I like what I saw there.
Yeah, we saw the same thing the last game against the Spurs. The first quarter, their effort is present. It's right there. They're Like whatever Greg Popovich has told them and prepared them for, like the first quarter is their best quarter. We see that. But then it starts to wane for them as the quarters go by. So the Knicks right now it's not that they're playing bad defense, it's that this is a well-coached team that's executing in the first quarter. Like they're getting the mid-range shots that I mean, we have them settling for mid-range shots. They really want to drive to the paint, but they're hitting the mid-range shots. You settle for those because those are the least efficient shots. Are they going to continuously hit them all night? We shall see. But we're going to continue to make them settle for the shots they don't want to take.
Absolutely, I agree with that. On the settle, make them take your shot that you want them to, and if they hit it, you tip your cap. That's what right now looks like what they're trying to do right now here, at least in the first quarter, until the adjustments. Also, I wanted to mention before we get back from the commercial break was I wanted to see how the Knicks coaching staff, if they're, of course, they're well coached. This is their second time in a short time with the Knicks playing the Spurs. I wanted to see what adjustments or what they were going to do defensively to disrupt this team. I wanted to see, and that was going to be indicative on the coaching staff. Who's engaged, who's not engaged. I'm not talking about players, I'm talking about coaches. There's a lot of coaches there who's actually picking up their slack, because we like to run and point fingers at Tom Thibodeau, but also you're only as good as your help around you. You're only as a leader or as a man, head coach. You're only as good as your assistants in any walk of life. You're only as good as your team around you. And I want to see how they're going to adjust here with the San Antonio Spurs, if they're going to help the team get in good position to succeed.
Can I tell you what the adjustment is?
Sure, go ahead. We have a few seconds here.
Jalen Brunson.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. That's the next factor. But I want to see what they do on defense. On the defense. Now, remember San Antonio had their will.
Yeah, you're right.
You had at least 3 players with career highs against the Knicks on the 29th. And not all played the point guard position, so you can't really say it was too much. But I know what you mean, because people play out of whack. And so as we ready to come back from the timeout here, so Brunson so far 6 of 7 from the field in 9 minutes with 13 points. As Hartenstein hits the free throw here, so he hits the first one, extends the Knicks lead now 30-22. He has another free throw coming up, 2:28 on my TV screen here, and he hits 2. So 31-22. Good job by Hartenstein getting some offensive points for the Knicks in the center position while Mitchell Robinson is in foul trouble. Here's Johnson, puts up on the key, and he misses, and this ball is still loose. Rebound by Randle. Another rebound for Julius Randle here. Randle now bringing it slowly here on the left side. He's got Stanley Johnson on him. He's back in the min. He's going to count. Here's back. Spins. Puts it up. Off the glass. It's good. Julius Randle eating here. Eating good in the Knicks neighborhood. 33-22. Johnson. Here's stops. Back over to Jacopoto, but right into the hands. Back over to Johnson. Here's Stanley Johnson on the floor. Bounce pass here. Looks a little discombobulated. The San Antonio Spurs are. McDermott throws it on and hits the backboard. Rebound here by Grimes. Passes into McBride. McBride now. Back to Brunson. Brunson had the 3, but he passes it. He's driving. Pull up. And it misses. So Richardson comes up. They want to push here. Stanley Johnson now. Back again here to Richardson. Richardson on the elbow. And he hits. So 33-24. So 6 points there for Richardson. Just so close to over a minute left. Randle now. Randle, watch out. Driving. Back to here's Miles McBride. And deuce for downtown. So, boy, he needed that. He needs a good shooting. Here's Stanley Johnson. Stops back in the paint. Puts it up and misses it. Richardson couldn't. Randle snatches that rebound. 48 seconds here. 45 seconds here. Final minute of the quarter. Here's Randle now attacking. Randle crossover behind. And he loses the handle and he got fouled. So, Knicks with more free throws for the Knicks. Randall fails on the first attempt. That's another free throw coming up. Randall's doing everything well but the free throw line. But beggars can't be choosers. He has another free throw coming up. Randall goes 1 of 2 from the line. Knicks extend 37-24 with 42 seconds left here. So Jones brings the ball up here. Richardson, he's shaking and baking, driving, puts up, but he was trying to get to Jacopoto. Jacopoto got fouled there by McBride. So chance for a 3-point play. Not a good foul there by Miles McBride there. So he'll try to complete a 3-point play here. And he does. So it's a 10-point game here with 31 seconds here. So it'll be 7 seconds between shot clock and game clock here. Here's Brunson. Brunson now. Brunson has the touch all first quarter. Here's Brunson. Check back. Fadeaway. And he misses. Julius Randle comes in with the dunk. Flying high in. Wow. 39-27. Julius Randle being impressive. So here's Jones. Jones puts up the floater, and he got it. 3.3 to go. Here's Brunson. Brunson throws a long pass here to McBride, and it looked nice there. I thought in the air McBride was going to lay it up, but just throw it at the basket. But wow, what a play there. Little Reggie dollar bill. Salute, little Reggie. Salute. Thank you for coming back, man. It's good to see you again. Happy New Year. So Chef Dan, 10-point lead now. We have a 10-point lead here. They scored almost 40 points, gave up 29, not 30, but they made up for it on the offensive side here. I like the start here. I can't complain here with this. Maria, hello, Maria.
I'm just excited for this second quarter. Yeah, I know. But oh man, this is the quarter where Knicks should start to create some separation.
Yeah, that's a good quarter there. You're gonna have to start doing that here with the second unit. Because I think they played a lot of the second unit in the first quarter for Richardson. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. We got a little.
And the only two substitutions that Thibodeau made was essentially McBride for Quickly, and I understand that one. That one is to rest Quickly the rest of the quarter so that you could bring him back in with Obi, and Hartenstein for Mitchell Robinson because of the fouls. Everything makes sense right now.
It all coming together. Yes, agent wants to hope that the Knicks bench packs some punch.
That's the biggest hope right now. And they've had the punch defensively. It's just offensively. People know what to expect with Sims out there, Sims and Hartenstein on the court.
Yeah. I'm glad that McBride hit that 3 ball there on a nice lead there. I like it. Remember, I said it about 4 games ago. McBride's gonna have a breakout game, and it has made me look like a fib, like a liar, but we know what he gives us defensively. But he's gonna have like a breakout with the offense, double figures. I'm not saying he's gonna get like 30. I'm saying like double figures, 10, 11, 12-point type of game. But he hasn't done it yet. But I'm still hoping that kid is gonna there's a breakout game coming out soon for that kid.
So Spurs bringing the ball up. Started the second quarter here. They get it to Pirtle. Pirtle over to Richardson. Richardson drive in. and they knocked the block away. What they knocked the lob away as they call an offensive foul on the Spurs. Knicks were smartly playing that lob. Quickly inbounds it over to McBride. McBride bringing the ball up. 11:35 here left in the first half. Quickly gets the ball now. Quickly gets the screen from Sims. Quickly pivot in, kicks it out to Fournier. Fournier working on the dribble. Fournier driving, and he was knocked away and out of bounds on McDermott. So Knicks ball. So McBride looking, gets it to quickly gets the screen, and they call an offensive foul on Sims. So Jones bringing the ball up. Jones over to Collins. Collins misses, but Richardson right there with the putback. It's the 8-point game. Quickly over to Fournier. Fournier gets the screen. Fournier driving, bump from behind, fouled, missed it, but he's heading to the line. Fournier hits the first free throw. Hits both free throws. Jones has the ball. Over to McDermott. McDermott driving. Pass blocked up, but Johnson gets it. Over to Jones. Jones open for three. That's off the mark. No good. Tip taken by Collins, but then taken by the Knicks. Quickly has the ball now. Quickly gets the screen. Quickly take the three now over to McBride. McBride dribbling, driving, pulls up mid range, off the mark. Johnson bringing the ball up. Johnson driving and blocked by Sims. Over to Quickly now. Quickly gets the ball. Quickly deep three, and that hits the front of the rim. Pirtle gets the rebound. They get it over to Johnson. Johnson takes the handoff. Pulls back mid range. He gets it. Excuse me, that's the three. Quickly gets the ball. Quickly driving. Kicks it to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein gets called for the travel. (41-34). So good defense by McBride, forcing it back. Spurs bringing the ball up. 9:20 here left in the first half. Pirtle defended by Robinson. Pirtle in the post. Pirtle bumping with Robinson. Hook shot falls in, and he gets the foul. Mitchell Robinson in foul trouble. (41-36), 5-point game. Randall comes back in the game. Sims and Robinson, excuse me, Sims and Randall is out there. Berto makes the free throw. 41-37. Sims brings the ball up. Sims over to Fournier. Fournier pulls up for three. That's off the mark. Jones gets the rebound. Jones bringing the ball up. Jones kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson driving over to Pirtle. Pirtle over to McDermott. Back to Pirtle. Over to Jones. Jones over to Johnson. Johnson for three, and that's good. 1 point game now. McBride gets it over to Randall. Randall pulls up off the bank, no good. Spurs get the rebound. Spurs drive in, and Pirtle lost the handle quickly with the rebound. Quickly pushing over to Fournier. Fournier open for three, and that's off the mark. And they kick it to Johnson. Johnson up ahead gets the transition layup, and Spurs get their first lead. And Knicks call timeout.
Damn, the second unit dropped that 10-point lead there, Chef Dan. The second unit for San Antonio, they just got hot. I mean, they're not doing nothing out of their ordinary, Chef Dan. This is not that they're not doing nothing fancy out there. They're just hitting the shots. Other than a couple of passes in the paint, that's it. But other than that, on transition, but San Antonio's hitting their shots. I don't. It's like, ugh. Let's see. I've seen ESPN. I've seen on ESPN the Knicks have a 65% chance of making the playoffs. How do you think they do if they make it? You know, for Florida, we're big Spurs fans. I miss my old Spurs. Spurs have a rough one, man. Reggie, Spurs have a rough one. The rebuild. I don't know. Here's the thing with that. When that question, we as Knicks fans, we're like Thomas. We can't. We got to see it to believe it. So we can't count that we're gonna make the playoffs. We got to be able to see it first. Thomas from the Bible that he has to, see the wounds, and until they don't see it, until we see the Knicks say officially clinched, that's when we're gonna believe. Now I can't go by the percentage. I mean, it looks nice, but anything can happen, man. Because we're Knicks fans. There's a reason why we have a promo code for Drizzlies.
Like that's called bait, Lil Reggie. That's called bait. ESPN would put that out there so that Knicks fans, oh, they have a 65% chance, so that in case they don't make it, it's like, how could they blow it? They had a 65% chance. That's bait.
Well, we'll see now. Damn, wonder how long Randall's been on the bench for. What, like you say, 4 minutes? Four
No,
NBA.
he came. Yeah, it was about 4 minutes. So no, 6 minutes.
Okay, I mean that's pretty much. But what's killing the Knicks right here, be honest with you, is Mitchell Robinson in that deep 3 fouls in less minutes than actually. Yeah, there's too many. Those we picking up those fouls too quick.
So quickly inbounds it to Randall over to Sims. Sims over to Brunson. Brunson working the dribble, fakes it, puts it up, and he got fouled. Zach Collins picks up his third foul, first team foul for the Spurs. Fournier inbounds to Sims. Sims over to Quickly open for three, takes it, hits the front of the rim. Sims gets the rebound over to Fournier. Now to Brunson. Brunson fakes, now takes the three, and that rims in and out. Spurs get the rebound. Johnson bringing the ball up. Johnson driving over to McDermott gets the slam on Sims. Spurs build up a 3-point lead, and Spurs are just playing better defense right now. You get it to Quickly driving. Fournier open for three, and that's good. Knicks facing his own, shooting out of it. Tied up at 44 all. They get it to McDermott, takes the floater off the mark, Sims the rebound, over to Quickly. Quickly driving, stops, kicks it out to Randall, and it's going the other way as Sohan draws the charge.
Nah, he was there. I was looking at that.
Yeah. And they inbound it to Johnson. Johnson bringing the ball up. They get it over to Sohan now. Sohan driving. Johnson open for three. And that's off the mark. Sims gets it over to Brunson. Brunson gets it over to Randall. Randall in the post, defended by Johnson. Randall gets fouled. Shot no good, but he's heading to the line.
Oh, I was seeing that one a little behind, but I saw that he almost had that 3-point play. I was like, oh.
So Randall hits the first free throw. 6:13 here left in the first quarter, in the first half, excuse me. Randall hits both free throws. Knicks have a 2-point lead. 6 minutes here left. Johnson driving, pulls up, gets the pull up mid range. Tied up at 46. Brunson bringing the ball up. Brunson dribbling, driving, work, use the moves quickly, shoots a three, and that's good. Johnson, and they call an offensive foul on Sohan. So Brunson bringing the ball up, get it over to Randall. Randall, as Sohan pulls up, and that it should have been a foul, but Sims gets the rebound. Randall fakes it, and they call a kick ball. Fournier gonna inbound the ball, and they call foul on the Spurs before the ball was inbounded. So
Might be away from the play foul. So
Yeah, they're checking to see. Now they're gonna do their replay and check to see if it came, before the ball. You know what that means? They're going to New York and
but because the official saw the tugging of the jersey there.
hmm 5:21 here left in the first half. Knicks with the 3-point lead.
Can they make it to double digits before halftime with the starter unit back on the floor?
Away from the play foul, so New York is going to take one free throw.
They need to take advantage of that.
So Brunson to the line to take the free throw.
That referee looks like the Ford Train Express.
It rims in and out. So Brunson over to Randall. Randall pivoting, all the way jumper, got it.
Nice.
So Brunson and Randall both with 13 points, 51-46. Keldon Johnson kicks it over to Sohan. Sohan, Johnson for three, and that's off the mark. Grimes the rebound. Grimes bringing the ball up. Grimes over to Randall. Randall in the post. Randall driving, bump, and missed it, and there should have been a foul. And they kicked, and that's a turnover by the Spurs.
Ball don't lie.
They commit a careless pass. Quickly over to Brunson. Brunson bringing the ball up. They get it over to Grimes. Back to Brunson. Brunson gets a screen. Driving. Pivoting. Kicks it to a cutting Grimes. Grimes misses. But Sims save it. Over to Randall. Randall corner three. And that's off the mark. 4:20 here left in the first half. Randall misses it. Brunson the rebound. Brunson bringing it up. Brunson fakes the handoff. Keeps the dribble alive in the post against Richardson. Bump. Loses the dribble. Gets it back. Brunson over to Quickly. Quickly gets a screen. Driving. Kicks it to a cutting Sims. And Sims reverse. Rims in and out. As Spurs bring it up. Kick it to a Pirtle. Pirtle high post. Over to Johnson. Johnson driving. They count it and one. Sims should have just kept his hand up. Johnson hits the free throw. 2-point game here. Brunson working. Pulls up. Got it off the baseline. 53-49. Sohan gets it back. Now over to Johnson. Johnson driving. And they kick it. And Richardson hits the corner three. And Brunson should have drew a charge on that one.
Oh yeah.
Brunson over to Randall. Randall over to Quickly. Quickly thought about it. Pivots. Kicks it over to Randall. Randall with 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Sims. Sims cutting. Fall away jumper. Hits the rim. And Spurs come up with it. Spurs driving. Random for 3. And that's off the mark. Sohan misses. Brunson working. Kicks it to Randall. Randall step back 3. And that's off the mark. Johnson. And what do they call? Spurs call timeout.
Spurs trying to get the lead before halftime. That was that timeout there.
Trying to draw up something. You're absolutely right.
Because they're playing, Popovich sees they're playing hard for them. Well, they're not playing that same. They're not hitting their shots the way they played against the Suns.
It's two different teams, Agent Argo.
Exactly.
Those are two different teams. The barometer is two different teams, and the Knicks they're not constructed to play every team the same way. They don't have the dominant talent like that. Not only that, but the Suns were missing Devin Booker, and that's a huge scoring punch.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Get other players around him open.
Mitchell Robinson has to stay with Tibbs this summer. I remember Tibbs having that joke about RJ staying with him this summer. Like they look forward to them two staying together over the summer and working out on some tape. But Mitchell Robinson needs it too, because Jakob Poeltl is not. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but he's not Nikola Jokic, and he's eating his lunch today. This is the second time they've met up, and it's even worse.
Yeah, it's even worse because he's picking up the silly fouls. Yes. Oh God.
Knicks being outscored in the second quarter, 23-14 right now. But because they built such a steady lead in the first quarter, things are not looking that bad. But the Knicks still got to find a way to win one of these quarters to build a lead here. Well, they're playing Tribe Called Quest in the Garden right now.
I know. You on point? You on point, Chef?
All the time, Jedi. As they inbound it, Johnson driving, fall away jumper, no good. Randall gets the rebound over to Brunson. Brunson bringing the ball up. Brunson over to Grimes, over to Randall. Randall driving, spinning, kicks it to Sims, and Sims with the jump.
Nice.
Nice pass by Randall there. As Jones has the ball, Richardson shoots a 3, and he does. Side game here at 55 as Brunson has the ball. Over to quickly over to Randall. Randall back to Brunson. Brunson gets it over to Randall. Randall in the post. Randall driving, draws the foul, and one.
Good.
So Randall to the line, trying to complete an old-fashioned three-point play. It's the three. It's the free throw, 58-55. Jones has the ball. They kick it to Richardson. Richardson back to Jones. Jones over to Johnson. Johnson driving. Floater, no good. Sims gets the rebound. Good defense by the Knicks. Randall brings the ball up. Randall driving. You're up and under. Rims out. As Spurs kick it up. Richardson for three, and that's off the mark. Right in. Out of bounds. They say Spurs ball. And Grimes. And yes, that's the Knicks ball. So they're going to change the call. Brunson bringing the ball up. 40 seconds here left. Fakes the handoff, bump in, floater, got it. 60-55. 30 seconds here left. Jones driving, floater, no good. Brunson the rebound, up ahead to Quickly. Quickly, slowing things down, gets it over to Brunson. 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Brunson, 8 seconds. Brunson takes the driving, step back, bump, fall away, got it. And they kick it to Jones. Jones, and stolen by Grimes. Grimes pushes it up ahead and hits the top of the backboard, and it went in. Did it go in? It might have went in.
They're gonna check it.
It hit the top of the backboard.
Well, the Knicks close out on a 7-0 run. Nice.
You're absolutely right. They closed it out. So Knicks are leading here in the first half. You guys can see it on the ticker, 62-55. As I'm going to read some of the stats right now. The Spurs have 26 rebounds. The Knicks have 30. So Knicks have more rebounds. Spurs, though, have more assists than the Knicks, 13-8. Knicks have 5 steals, though. So they're working on the defensive end. Both teams are shooting 42% from the field goal. Knicks shooting 32% from the three-point range. Spurs shooting 33%. From the free throw line, Knicks got to do better. They're shooting 75% versus the Spurs are shooting 82%. Both teams have 2 blocks. Spurs have more fouls, 14-9. Spurs also have more turnovers, though, 9-5. So Knicks are working right now. Knicks have 24 points in the paint to the Spurs 18. And Knicks have more second chance points, believe it or not, 12-6. So that's surprising. Surprising stat right there at the half. You read some of the Knicks leading scorers. Their leading scorer is Julius Randle, 16 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, and 1 block, 1 steal in 21 minutes on the court. After that, you have Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is our leading scorer with 19 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. So not a high assist game for Jalen Brunson, but then again, if we build the lead, he can start to build the assists from there. Emmanuel Quickly has 7 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Quentin Grimes, 4 points and 2 rebounds. Mitchell Robinson, 2 rebounds. He hasn't been able to stay on the court with 4 minutes of play. Jericho Sims, 2 points, 6 rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein, 6 points, 4 rebounds. And Evan Fournier with 5 points. And McBride with the only 3-pointer that he made. Versus the San Antonio Spurs, their leading scorer, Josh Richardson, 14 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Following that, it's spread evenly. Sheldon Johnson, 8 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. You have Zach Collins, 7 points. Doug McDermott, 2 points, 1 rebound. Branham has 2 points, 4 rebounds. Trey Jones, 4 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Romeo Langford, 5 points, 2 rebounds. So that's a big difference right there. He wasn't able to go off earlier in the last game versus this game. Jakob Poeltl, he has 6 points and 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. So Knicks got to, slow him down. Sohan, he has 3 assists, 1 rebound. So Knicks were able to shut him off there in the points column as well. And Keldon Johnson with 7 points, 1 assist, and 5 rebounds. Those are your stats of the half.
And with the Knicks 65-55 lead here at the half here, we'll see what adjustments they have going on. Pastor Harris, salute. Yes, indeed. I have to give you a call after the stream, sir. Absolutely. That's all. Chef Dan, we need to make adjustment here. We need to now, especially in the second unit there, and Mitchell Robinson, he's just got to play a little more on the floor. Just not foul. If he, fouls are gonna come, but the fouls in away from the basket, 12 and feet and more, doesn't need to happen. You know what? I could have lived if they were in the paint more, but when their elbow extended, I really don't want to see that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Jakob Poeltl does not jump that high. If anything, and defenders have to learn to do this in the NBA. And I think once they start doing that, you will see more block shots and better defense. Get the position and jump straight up.
Yes.
You jumping straight up, it's better. You get a better chance of blocking the shot as opposed to jumping at the shot. That's why when they test your vertical at the combine, they test you jumping straight up. If you get a running jump, they want you to run, stop at a certain point, then jump straight up.
Indeed. Yep. Correct. Good one on that one with the vertical jump there. And also, he's not fleet of foot that he has to worry about Poeltl blowing by him. He's not playing one of those quick-footed centers that he could just worry, because he also, we see Robinson at times could always recover when someone flies right by him, even forwards and guards at times, and he has such a long reach. I don't know why he was he's hesitant to jump up with that.
It's so perplexing because it's not like Ayton provides a different game from Poeltl. I know Poeltl is a bit smarter. He's more of a, he's going to hand off to certain guys and help get the action going. But man, oh man, we've seen him play better defensively. That's all I'm going to say. We've seen him play better defensively. The only time you have to worry about Poeltl getting a step on you is if you're bodying up and then he feels that contact and spins off. But it's similar to Vooch.
Yeah, you could, or it could be this too. That's just somebody. They always say there's someone. You always meet your match. There's one person out there who's just better. Maybe Poeltl's just that one guy that Mitchell Robinson frustrates his style of basketball play. It kind of looks like that. I mean, and then out of all people, you expect you might probably said maybe an Embiid, maybe an Aiden, maybe no. Sometimes it's the least person we expect in NBA that just gives that one player a tough time. That you're like, no matter what, you put him in any uniform anywhere. Kobe had. I'm the young man that played for I just forget his name. That no matter what team he played on, he was just a Kobe shutdown. He was shut down, not shut down, contain Kobe Bryant, and he was not all NBA. He was just knew how to defend, frustrate, the like Kobe Bryant. There's players that just got your number or knows your tendencies in your knacks, and they could contain you for a while. And maybe Poeltl. Maybe we're giving too much credit to Jakob Poeltl and not Mitchell Robinson clearing his mind and just playing with his talent. Or who knows? But it's a little bit of both, probably.
Like it's a little bit of both, maybe.
Yeah, we can say it's a little bit of both.
I'm perplexed. Yeah.
We see how Mitchell Robinson is dominating and the way he played well against an Aiden, and then the next game you see this, you're like, that's not the same. You feel like saying that's not the same person again. Who's in person, but it's just that's just what the way the cookie crumbles, I believe.
Mm.
Now, I wanted to say something about something that happened over a couple of, like, it was 24 hours ago or 48 hours ago. 71 reasons that makes me want to scratch my head here and be on the stream. 71 points by Donovan Mitchell. Wow.
I'm good. I'm good. If you want to talk about that, go ahead. I didn't see the game, so it's an impressive scoring number, yeah, but I'm
Wow.
I'm gonna ask you, how many 40 and 50-point games have you seen been reported this week?
Last
week and this week?
That's here's my next. It was a two-parter, and it's for a podcast. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna set it up for when we sit down and have a round table with it. The NBA scoring is up. You're seeing a lot of players in their career highs. You're seeing a lot of 55. We saw a 61-point game. We saw a 55 for Giannis Antetokounmpo. We saw a couple 40s by our own Knickerbockers. We've seen a lot of scoring, individual scoring up, and a lot of them are not really blowouts. They're guys winning. The question is it time? And I would like to do that in a podcast. So I know we have halftime. We don't have time really to get into it and go back and forth. Is it time for the NBA either to move the three-pointer back some more, or allow them to extend the elbow, change the defensive rules there, because guys are making scoring like it's nothing, like it's easy. And how fair was it with the yesteryear's scorers like Jordan, Malone, Barkley, so forth? If their rules are catered to a more quick, I know they're more quicker, more agile, more scoring. That's why it's a good podcast question that we could debate for over an hour. With it and have all different types of view, compare different players from different eras or modern day era to now and so forth. It's a real good one to really get into, especially with all the record breaking numbers of scorers. Too many players scoring in 40, 30 is like the normal. It's like 20 points now.
No, I'm about to hit you with the surprising statistic that Elias Sports is calibrated based on the averaging scoring of the season. This is the average scoring is matching 1985 right now, roughly the 1980s season.
There was a lot of scoring back then.
So it's not to say that they have to move the 3-point line back. We've seen this. It's happened in history before. If anything, like, it just goes to show, like, remember scoring slowed down a little when defensively there were certain things allowed. This guy's not playing defense. They're picking their spots. It's 82-game season. Guys just not playing defense all the time.
That's a part of it. I'm agree with you. That's a big part. The amount of games involved, yes. Also, the emphasis of the salary cap. You're a salary cap that restricts you, and if you hit a criteria with numbers, if you patch your numbers, you're now able to jump in a certain bracket. A certain minimum, a cap minimum, or accept X, Y, and Z. Guys don't want it. There's a big difference when you're making 11 million to 19 to 18 million, depending on city and all that. Like I said, this is a conversation we could go really big in a podcast for hours. And players don't want to pad their stats because they want to make the money. But listen, an NBA career is not that long either. You're looking about anywhere from you get in the league, your rookie contract, and maybe you get one more contract, and then if you don't pan out, you might be in China or you're out of the league. So what are you going to do? You're going to go patch your stats, rebound, points, assist, and the pot be a plus on the floor. You to get that. So even if you're I'm going to use Reddish as an example. If Reddish averages numbers and he goes on free market, he could probably get $18 million this season. And then for us as Knicks fans, we don't see Reddish play like, and I'll be the first one. He's not worth $18 million to take from my cap. You know what I mean? So those are another reason. Back in the day, guys that wanted to be on the team. You had your Anthony Masons, your Anthony Bonners that wanted to play, and just their job was just to rebound and play defense and just go. Rick Mahorn, they weren't worried about scoring and double digits and adding a number because they wanted to fill a salary, a tier level of free agent or price tag. And I think that's another reason too that has come into the modern day basketball. But like I said, this is a hell of a conversation that we could have for like I said, an hour to an hour and a half solid, with a lot of difference of opinions and agree to disagree, and just come up with different point of views. And this is what's fascinating about what's happening now with the current NBA state. You could just have that's content. This is the type of content that should be discussed, not just in podcasts during the regular season, especially when there's no basketball. Instead of talking about and playing NBA 2K, which free agents, who's going to fit here and what numbers, this is the kind of conversation that should be done with. And I'm not criticizing no one else's podcast. You do what you like, but those are the debate and the spirit of debates that should be brought up and spoken about. And I like that you've been itching to talk about the tournament for about a year now, and and we just haven't had the schedule. But you're hitting this right on the you're giving me an itch that I want to scratch. That I'm glad you brought that conversation level up, because I can't wait to debate on that.
Yeah, it's a complex conversation that I think it just comes down to the promotion of competition at the end of the day.
Yes, and no answer
Some
is the
people
right
may
answer.
not
No,
see it, but
right. No response is the right response or the wrong response. It's just a debate. We could just see different point of views. It's
yeah,
phenomenal. It's fun, which it opens
yeah,
up to,
it,
like I
it's just
said, conversations after conversations.
yeah, like I said, it's all about promotion of competition, and there's different ways to do it. There's different ways to look at it. So
And especially when you're building the brand globally now. You want to build a globally brand, and I know that if you present that global basketball game to back the '90s, it might not pick. And if you're showing this high scoring, flashy guys are scoring up from everywhere, it's going to hit globally, because you're going to get folks that they want to watch a bunch of players as the third quarter starts here. They're going to bring up. Let me finish this quick point. They want to see a bunch of players struggle defensively. They'll watch soccer, and they're used to that already. They want something different. So here's a kick out. Jones for three, and he misses the first shot. Richard Robinson back on the floor with a rebound. He's got to stay on the floor here. So it's 55-62. Knicks up here. The first 30 seconds have gone by in the second half. Here's Brunson. Brunson now driving. He stops and goes. Stops. He's going to look for help here. Stop this dribble. Randall now. 5 on the shot clock. Randall has to put the three. And he hits in front. Long rebound. And fight for the long rebound. Come up with San Antonio. Here's Jones. Puts up the floater. And he got it. Look like George Garvin there. The Iceman. Here's Quickly. Salute, Chris. Quickly shoots. And he hits it. So Emmanuel Quickly. 64-57. Talk about the NBA high scoring, the scoring, and what's I just had that discussion there. Stop here. Here's Jacopoto, and Jacopoto misses. Rebound by Julius Randle. Hands it over to Brunson. So 8 rebounds for Julius Randle here. Mr. Kelvin T. Jones, our mayor, is in the building. Salute. And here's alley-oop attempt. Couldn't grab it there. And here's a pass erratic. Spurs a little discombobulated, but Randle, another block. Passes it long, wide open three, and that's off the round. Rebound, another rebound. And he steps in and he misses it. Randall now comes up with it. So opportunities for the San Antonios couldn't cash in. Here's Brunson back over Grimes catch and shoot three. And that's good. 3-pointer. Quentin Grimes giving assist there to Brunson. Knicks up by 10 now. So 2 minutes have gone by. 67-57. Knicks up. San Antonio going from right to left. Johnson thought about the three. Now he's driving in the paint. Puts up the floater. He got fouled. Count it and one. As Mr. Sheldon Johnson, Darryl Johnson in the building. Kelvin T. Jones is in the building, Chef Dan.
Yep. Salute to Kelvin T. Jones. Salute to Sheldon Johnson.
So he's trying to complete a 3-point play here. And he does. So 10 points for Kelvin Johnson. Knicks up by 7. Here's Jalen Brunson now driving in the paint. Steps back. He's got Porto here as a mismatch. Mitchell Robinson has a mismatch. But Brunson now, 9 on the shot clock. Brunson is driving, passes to Grimes. Grimes driving in. And he lost the ball, but quickly gets it. Quickly now, driving over to Brunson. Brunson from the corner. And it's good. 3-pointer. With the shot clock expiring, give quickly an assist there. Back up by 10. Here comes another block shot by Julius Randle. Third block of the game. Julius blocking machine. Here's quickly. Brunson. Brunson now. Brunson shaking and baking. Ooh, good. He put some skates. He's going to shoot the 3-ball. And he misses. Deep rebound. Here comes San Antonio. Good job for the Knicks getting back. Johnson. Driving in the paint. Puts up. And they're going to say blocking foul. Lemon Gummy Bear, salute. Says, should I bet the Spurs? Money line right now. I don't know. If you're feeling spicy, go ahead. I always say bet with your head, not over your head. You know what happened to Ronda? You know what happened to Ronda Rousey on SmackDown? She said she felt spicy. She lost the woman's title. He says, "Oh, why not? I'm feeling spicy." 3 seconds later.
Yeah.
As we have a timeout on the floor there.
Oh, man. Think the Knicks are challenging that blocking foul.
I didn't hear it when they went off, but good ears on that one. All right, Chris the Flash thinks we're getting Tobias Harris. I don't think so.
I don't know where you got that rumor from, but
that salary cap, that's
heavily unfounded. Yeah, like I
don't think,
guys, I know it's tough. But just refer to someone who knows the CBA when you guys hear certain rumors.
That's a tough
Try and
one,
find the cap, someone who knows the cap, because it wouldn't work. Unless we're sending out so much, like we'd have to make it worth it for the 76ers.
I don't know. I got to see what. If you find out the proposal on that, who's going where, so we could see. I was serious about. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You got to find out what's the money.
Yeah. Not only that, but like. No, the only way that works realistically is if you're sending out Randle.
Oh, he wasn't. I thought you were. It's like, okay. It's like, you thought, okay. Randle.
Oh, you wasn't. Okay. I was about to say, because that's the only salary that matches.
Is Randle, though. And I don't know, for Harris, yeah. I don't, might as well keep
I'm not. Randle. Yeah.
I mean, as much as I want Randle to be traded eventually, but
Kev,
for Tobias, though.
I mean, we'll have that discussion later on.
Well, look, they did challenge Chef Dan. They won the challenge.
Yep.
Huh. Look at Barrett. You know what? I got to see that. You know what, Chris? Now you got me thinking about numbers and stuff now. Look what you did to me now. Oh, yeah. Good job there. Thank goodness for replay. Brunson, second, 13 charge of the NBA this season, 2 behind Kevin Love. Wow. Kevin Love doesn't hardly play much. Here's quickly now. Back to Randall. Back to Brunson. Brunson, top of the key. Back to Randall. Randall driving. Puts it off the glass, but quick. And Mitchell Robinson there. Mitchell Robinson, and he got it. He wasn't pretty, but he got it in the hole there. Here's Spurs now. Jones back over to Porter. Porter now backing in. Tries to go, and the rim deflected, taken away by the Knicks. And Sohan with the steal. Never trust the Zohan. And he puts it up. 3-point play. That's a bad one. Yes, I did saw the Ronda comment. You know too much spikes can hurt you. Yep. Oh yeah. You can't sit. As he completes the 3-point play. 63-72 here. So here's Brunson now. Gets a screen by Mitchell Robinson. He's going to free for 3-ball, and he nails it. So he nicks the 3-ball there. Good screen there by Mitchell Robinson on the high screen. Porto now. Zohan now off the screen. Passes it. Here's Jones. Stops. Passes it around here to Langford. Langford puts up the baseline, and he got it. 65-75. It's a 10-point game here. So here's Brunson. Brunson bringing the ball up. Brunson gets a screen. Brunson now again with the 3-ball. He misses. Rebound by Porto. He gives it over to Jones. Keeps it dribble. Passes it to Langford. Langford across to Zohan. Back again. A little discombobulated, but right to the hands of the Spurs. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. And he nails the 3-ball. So San Antonio now starting to hit their 3-balls. They're 75-68. Here's Randall now. Randall back to Quickly. Manuel Quickly now with a screen. Quickly. Stop. Good deep. Bounce pass to Brunson. Brunson 6 on the shot clock. 5 to shoot. Brunson now drives. Portal there. Stops. Cutting Quentin Grimes. And he got it. So good job there when we were talking. You cut to the basket. You move. Give an assist to Brunson. Here comes San Antonio quickly. Back, and Mitchell Robinson picks up his 4th foul. So Johnson, a tough game here for Mitchell Robinson. A little bit now in his head. So 9 assists as a team for the Knicks here. 4 fouls for Mitchell Robinson. Trying to complete a 3-point play, and he does. So it makes it a 6-point game. 77-71 here with 6:39. So here's Randall. Randall now. Back here to Brunson. Brunson getting a screen by Randall. Brunson has a mismatch. Johnson. He's driving. A lot of contact here. Bounce pass to, again, Quentin Grimes into Mitchell Robinson and into a dunk. My God, you could give a hockey assist to Brunson, over to Quentin Grimes, over to Mitchell Robinson. That was beautifully orchestrated in such a confined space, Chef Dan. You got to like what you saw there by those 3.
Quentin Grimes, man. He may not be a superstar, but this guy helps the flow of the offense so much.
Indeed. He might not get
the reason why
points.
He might not, but if he's next to Donovan Mitchell may not have to get 71 points for it to be an overtime win. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Is that a fan dance? Yeah, it was. A little out there. Related to Kramer.
Was it? It was like I think a AAA team had an Elaine dance-off or something like that.
Oh my God, that must have been hilarious.
It was hilarious. It's just a bunch of
A lot of kicks. Kicks
yeah,
and
it's a lot of kicks. And all the women came dressed like Elaine too, with the thumbs
wow.
up and the kicks. Yeah, yeah. It was hilarious. You got to look that up on YouTube. The
I'm gonna
Elaine dance
definitely look.
off.
I'm gonna look for that. I'm gonna look for the lane dance off. Nice, nice. I can't wait to see that. Garden looks full tonight. The fact always, but a lot of nice crowd there. It looks like it was a nice warm afternoon there for January in New York today.
Yes. I mean, other than the rain, it was nice weather.
Nice.
Matt
Oh,
Damon, Tracy Morgan,
saw some Hammer Nigger boxers there.
Leslie Jones. Oh man, your friend Robert Randolph,
Hey, there it is. He'll be
Rod
singing.
Strickland.
He'll be singing here on Friday. Rod Strickland from the Bronx, baby. Here we go. We back from action. Selton Johnson here. Bounce pass here. We got now Collins in the game. Passes on Richardson. Richardson puts up the shot and he puts the floater. So Josh Richardson, he comes off the bench 16 points. So he's above his season highs. He averages 10 a game and he has 16. So now here's Brunson now. Brunson has a screen, has a switch. Randall has a mismatch. Now 8 on the shot clock. Randall now jab steps. Randall in the paint. He bulldozer and they're going to say blocking foul. So Randall will go to the line for 2. So Romeo gets bulldozer. So 79-73 here with Julius Randle at the free throw line. He misses the first one. I think Ewing is one of those.
Yeah.
And Willis Reed?
Nope.
How Bob McAdoo?
That dude has a lot of our records.
I know. Before our time. Randall will go here, and he hits. No, rims in and out. I called that too early. In and out. 79-73. So here's John, and he puts up. Jones got the floater in. So Trey Jones, 8 points here. Now it's a 4-point game now. Brunson. This is what the Spurs do. They hang around, they make it close. Then next thing you know, it's a 1.1 possession. Randall for 3. And that was halfway in, but quickly comes up with the rebound. He got bumped there, and they're going to call a foul. As they end on the ball here to Brunson. Jalen Brunson gets a screen here in the paint. He's going to put it the float, and he got it. Jalen Brunson getting anywhere, any shot he wants at any will. 81-75 on the court. 5 minutes left. And here's Jones puts up, and Trey Jones blew by right to the basket. So Brunson's gonna need some help there rotating. But we know Mitchell Robinson's some foul trouble. That's why he stood stationary there. Has Brunson now. Brunson breaking down the defense. Passes to Randall cutting. Randall goes strong. No call, but he misses. But Randall gets the foul, and he got hard there. by Richardson.
Clean wrap up.
Brunson is holding his hip a little bit. So more free throws for Julius Randle. 16 points, 5 of 16 from the field, 10 rebounds. So a double-double for Julius Randle here. He rims in and out. So Knicks shooting 50% from the free throw line. Hartenstein will come in for Mitchell Robinson here with 4:31. He hits it. So Knicks up by 5, 82-77 with 4:30 left here in the third. As Jones will bring the ball here. The organ starts to ring in the Madison Square Garden defense. Jones now in the paint. Jones puts it against Hartenstein. He scores. So Trey Jones answering back. 82-79. Here's Brunson now. Brunson shaking and baking. Thought about the three. Hartenstein back to Brunson. Passes right here to Quickly. Quickly said he stepped. No, they say traveling. So 9 turnover for the New York Knicks.
That wasn't a travel.
Too many did not agree with that there. There was no travel there. So Jones now, top of the key. Jones in traffic. Up, and he misses. Randle comes up with it. Good swarming D by the Knickerbockers. Here comes Randle. Randle in the air to Hartenstein. Hartenstein puts it up. And, oh, no good. The tip. And last touch by San Antonio. They'll get a new shot clock and hit the rim. He thought he was fouled there. As McBride will come in here for Brunson. So 27 points for Brunson. They're going to inbound the ball here. Manuel Quickly over to Randle. Randle catch and shoot 3. And that's off the mark. Loose ball rebound. And they're going to say, what they're going to call here? Loose ball foul on Hartenstein. So a second foul on Hartenstein. San Antonio will bring it up. Brunson will go heading to the locker room here. So, like Clyde said, it might be one of those Taco Bell calls. As Julius Randle will come up with a steal there. Let's just hope it's a bathroom break. 82-79 with 3:30 here. McBride will inbound the ball. McBride looking. Quinton comes get it. Grimes get it. Grimes over by the logo, the Knicks logo. 17 on the shot clock. He's looking for Quickly on a curl. Quickly now. Quickly bounce past to Randle. Randle on the wing. Randle backing in. Double team. Turns around. Jumper. It's good. Julius Randle. So 19 points for Julius Randle here. 84-79. Knicks up by 5. 3 minutes left here. Look at the Knicks playing a little defensively. Johnson. Good fight for McBride off the screen. Here's another screen by Collins. Here's a shot and Richardson. He got to the free throw line and got it. 84-81 here. 18 points for Josh Richardson. He's 8 of 12 from the field. Quickly's going to call a timeout. So we have a timeout. So we have not seen Obi Toppin on the floor at all yet. I said 2 more games, we'll start seeing him getting back in the rotation.
Yeah, I forgot that he has to get back into shape. Thibodeau's not going to let him just come off the injury. Even though he did do that with Grimes earlier this season, I guess, yeah.
But with I guess there was a fracture in bone there when it came to Toppin compared to Quentin Grimes just with a sore foot. I mean, it's still, I don't know. We're not doctors, but it's the broken recovering fracture sounds more painful than the flu, but it is what it is. It all depends on pain tolerance for certain players.
Nah, I think he's just he's gonna go up on the podium and say Obi has to get into game shape first.
Oh, look, Stranger Things, Harper in the arena. Harper and the Santa Claus. All right, so here we go. We're coming back out of the timeout here. They have to contain Richardson. He's having violent night. Thank you there. Um, and McBride would inbound the ball here. And they get it to Julius Randle. Randle now. Randle in the paint. Randle puts it up and got it. Julius Randle now hitting on that 86-81. 21 points for Julius Randle. Here comes the Spurs. Stanley Johnson in the game. Bounce pass here to Collins. Collins bounce pass. Give and go to McDermott. McDermott and backdoor scores. I thought Julius Randle was going to come out and contest. So Knicks up by 3. Here's Randle now. Randle stopping, driving, puts up the broder. Got it. Julius Randle getting in paint, getting what he wants at will. 2 minutes left here in the third. 88-83. Here's Stanley Johnson. Here's McDermott. McDermott curls for 3, and that's good. So McDermott, 7 points there on that curl. Brunson back on the bench. Knicks down by 2. McBride will bring the ball up here. So McBride, quickly now. Let's see if they go back to Julius Randle. Hartenstein getting a screen. Right now, quickly going beautifully and beautiful, just like Moses, parting of the sea. He scores with no one in the paint. 90-86. So another Knick in double figure, the third one. Here's driving. Pack. Collins for 3, and that's good. So San Antonio shooting with confidence from downtown. They're down by 1. And here's McBride bringing the ball up. A minute left. Final minute of the quarter. McBride at the point. Quentin Grimes now. Randall's calling for it. Randall's calling for it on the curl. Spins. Shoot. And that's all. Quickly comes up with the offensive glass as both players come crumbling down. Now quickly now. 9 on the shot clock. Emmanuel quickly. Thought about the 3. Fakes. Grimes. 5 on the shot clock. Grimes now. Grimes driving in the paint. Grimes put it up. And Quentin Grimes switching hands, and he scores. Nice, with confidence. 92-89. Knicks here got to play some defense. So 11 point here. The fourth Knicks were double figure. 8 on the shot clock. Passes it here to Stanley Johnson. Driving. He loses it. Oh, that should have been a double dribble. Richardson, back, 1 and 2nd. Knicks plays defense, 24-second shot clock. Good job on the New York defense here, moving around. Good job. So 11.1 here. The Knicks will try to hold for the final shot of the quarter, as they're going to bring Brunson in here to try to set up an offensive play. He has a hot hand. He's 27 points. Looking for more. So Spurs are over the limit here. A foul will put him to the free throw line. Quentin Grimes will get it to Jalen Brunson here. 10 on the shot, 10 on the game clock. 6 seconds. Brunson bounce pass to Randle. Randle now, 3 seconds. Randle looking. He's going to take a long from the wing, and he nails it at the buzzer. So everything going good, and look at that. He's psyched up. Julius Randle, 94-89. The Knicks take a lead to the fourth quarter, and Randle is pumped. Let's go. Let's pump. Just like Julius Randle at that buzzer, here in the third quarter, we need to pump those lights. So let's do this, guys. Let's go. Chef Dan, Julius Randle in the zone.
Yeah, he's absolutely in the zone. It's He's just in the zone. I don't like defensively. He's here tonight. Like, it's not always gonna be perfect, but he's way more involved than he usually is, and that's all we tend to ask of him. Offensively, you know, Brunson went out and they put the load on his shoulders, and he's just been carrying. There's not much else to say other than crown him all-star.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Boy, I hope Tobias Harris could do that for us. Shout out to Chris. So we got the fourth quarter here. It's going to be another white knuckle game here with the Spurs, but I can see the Knicks could try to impose their will here. I know Mitchell Robinson only with 4 fouls. I think he could act. I think he still have a chance to redeem himself in the fourth quarter with a couple defensive presence, just being there as an intimidator. If Mitchell Robinson could come out and assert himself in this fourth quarter, that's a big recipe, a big boost going forward, Chef Dan.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna be him. We need our guards and our forwards off the bench to start scoring. We need something from Fournier tonight.
If Fournier could give like whatever, like he plays 6 minutes or 8, 4 points, or in a short time or more, get a couple 3-6 points, then you're looking at wow, okay.
So Brunson bringing the ball up on the court for the Knicks. Fournier, Brunson, quickly, Sims, Hartenstein. It's Brunson working the dribble right now. Brunson working it. Fall away jumper. No good. Sims bats it away. Spurs come up with it. Richardson for 3. That's off the mark. Quickly to rebound. Quickly bringing the ball up. Quickly over to Sims. Back to Quickly. Quickly drive in. Takes the floater. And that's good. 96-89. Johnson gets it over to Richardson, and they call offensive foul. Third foul on Johnson. Stanley Johnson. Brunson over to Quickly. Quickly driving. Hartenstein open for 3, and that's an air ball. Still Knicks ball. So Knicks inbounded to Brunson. Brunson driving, pivoting, keeps the dribble alive, fall away jumper, got it. 98-89. So the Knicks right now building the lead here. Collins over to McDermott. McDermott over to Richardson. Back to Collins in the post. Collins bounced past to Richardson cutting and got the dunk. Knicks fell asleep defensively. Brunson bringing the ball up. Over to Fournier. Back to Hartenstein. Back to Fournier. Fournier driving. Kick and almost turned it over. But quickly gets it. Quickly driving. Layup. And that misses. And Collins slips and Brunson comes up with it over to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein got fouled by Richardson. So he's heading to the line.
Good hard work for the Knicks, working hard to get that offensive rebound.
And Hartenstein, that one rims in and out and goes in. 99-91. And Sohan comes back into the game. Johnson sits down. Hartenstein hits both free throws. So Knicks hit the century mark. 10 minutes here left. Rahman has the ball. He's looking for someone. He's driving. Takes the floater. No good. Tip is good by Collins. 7-point game here. Brunson's bringing the ball up. Quickly has it. Back to Brunson. Brunson rejects the screen. Keeps the dribble alive. Working it. Loses it. Off his foot. Fournier gets it. And they call an offensive foul on Fournier. So, Rahman gets it over to Richardson. Collins in the post. Collins driving, pivoting. Hook shot is good. 5-point game here. Brunson. Give and go to Quickly. Brunson driving. Brunson pivoting. Kicks it out. Fournier's corner three rimmed out, but Hartenstein gets the rebound. Over to Quickly. Quickly driving. All the way jumper. Got it. 102-95. Back to a 7-point game. As they kick it, McDermott for three, and he hit it. Quickly back to Brunson. Brunson gets a screen. Brunson driving, layup is good. 31 points for Brunson here tonight. 104-98. McDermott has the ball now. They get it over and cutting. And McDermott got fouled. So he's heading to the line. 7:55 here left in the fourth. 104-98. Knicks with a 6-point lead. Third on Hartenstein.
6 30-point games for Jalen Brunson as a Knick.
And McDermott hits the first one. Randall comes back into the game. Misses the second one. Ball don't lie. Brunson's bringing the ball up. Gets it to Fournier. Back to Brunson. Brunson gets a screen from Robinson. Driving. Floater. Misses, but he's fouled. Third foul on Sohan. And misses the first one. And Brunson was vocal after that one. He is upset at himself. It hits the second one. He is highly upset at himself. 105.99. Rahman gets it over to Johnson. Johnson over to Collins. Collins looking for McDermott. Good defense, and Mitchell Robinson gets called for the foul on the shot.
Again, a foul extended 15 feet, 12 to 15 feet away.
Collins to the line, hits the first one. Misses the second one. Ball don't lie. 5-point game here, 105 to 100. Brunson bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Grimes. Back to Brunson. Brunson playing around the screen. Driving. All the way jumper. Hits the front of the rim. McDermott gets the rebound. McDermott kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson driving. Now kicks it out over to Collins. Back to Johnson. Johnson to McDermott. McDermott gets the floater, and it's there. Brunson has the ball. Gets it over to Grimes. Grimes over to Randall in the post. Randall versus Johnson. Randall, all the way jumper, misses. Collins with the rebound. Sohan bringing the ball up. Sohan over to McDermott. Now to Brahman, and that misses. Brunson bringing the ball up. Over to Quickly. Over to Randall. Randall gets the screen on Sohan. Driving baseline, bumping, kicks it to Grimes, and they call a foul. As the ball slipped out of Grimes' hands into McDermott, and fourth foul on Randall. Timeout. 5:59 here left. 3-point game.
Almost there, halfway through the quarter. We got to. This is gonna be. I told you, it's gonna be one of those white knuckle barn burner games. But here's the only difference. I don't know if I could say it. It's not touching the money, but we can play this game more confident because we have a Brunson to calm down, steady things, and if we need to get that go-to shot, momentum swing. Like instead of if we miss the shot, that will probably make San Antonio could creep it to 1. If we make it, we extend it to 6 or 5. That's the difference this year with a Brunson than years past. And it's not touching the money. It's that confidence level that we don't have to go on those swing plays. That they say 85% of the time normally went the Knicks against the Knicks. This time it feels like it's going in favor of the Knicks going forward when Brunson is on.
Yeah. Another big thing too is it seems like knowing Greg Popovich, man, what he's gonna do is he's gonna try and get certain people on the free throw line to try and help, extend, his leeway to help his team get this victory tonight. Knicks gotta find a way to hit those free throws. See, they're upset at themselves. Gotta calm down, woosah, and hit your free throws.
Indeed, they're free. They come, just go out there in concentration level. I think Mitchell just not in the zone. Like
It's
it's not his head
it's
is not
not
there.
it's not that he's not in the zone. They're just like, he's Mitchell Robinson. He's an athletic freak, but remember, he just started getting his fundamentals together. So if there's any one coach that I know that paint wise can take advantage of an athletic big who doesn't have their fundamentals set yet and is not a dominant force offensively, it's Greg Popovich. So, we're not noticing it a lot because, we're following the ball, but there's a lot of times he's not getting blocked out by one person, it's two, and they're positionally sound. So we return back. Spurs bringing the ball up as they get it over to Sohan, and they call a foul on IQ, chasing McDermott. Knicks are in the penalty. McDermott hits the first one. It's a 2-point game. It's both from the line. It's a 1-point game. 5:50 here left in the fourth. Brunson gets a screen. Brunson has Pirtle, lobs up, and Sims guided it in. Knicks by 3. That was a disjointed lob, but he was able to get it. They kick it out. Johnson for 3, and he hits it. Game is tied. Brunson bringing the ball up. Gets the screen. Has Sohan on him. Brunson driving, dribble alive, layup, rims in and out. They kick it out to Jones. Jones over to Johnson. Johnson driving, hook shot, no good. Randall the rebound. Randall over to Brunson. And Brunson, hounded by Sohan, gets it over to Randall. Randall back to Brunson. Brunson over the screen, has the switch. Now back to Sohan. Sohan on the tip. Brunson almost broke it up. Jones gets it now, and no good. Fouled. Spurs could take the lead here with free throws. Hits the first free throw. Hits both free throws. Knicks down by 2. Brunson bringing the ball up. First lead of the half of the Spurs. Brunson fakes the handoff, drives, kicks it, Grimes for 3, and that's good.
There you go.
Knicks regain a 1-point lead. Jones has the ball over to Pirtle. Pirtle to Johnson. Johnson driving and poked away. Nice defense by Randall. They get it to Johnson. Johnson for 3. And that's off the mark. Sims the rebound. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson kicks it up ahead to Quickly. Quickly gets it over to Sims. Back to Quickly. Quickly working around the screen. Quickly takes the 3. And that's off the mark. Johnson the rebound. Johnson over the screen, driving, takes the floater, is good. Brunson bringing the ball up. Brunson gets the screen, gets the layup. So Jones working the dribble, pocket pass, and Pirtle. That's a turnover. Knicks ball as they call timeout.
Let's go. They need to convert this turnover into points. Hey, HK, salute. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well, my man.
Yeah. Yep. HK hit it right on the nose. There's certain things I want to add to that comment, but HK hit it right on the nose.
There you go. Let's put it back up.
Our defense is really dependent on Mitch's impact, but also some like earlier in the season, it wasn't just all Mitch's impact. Early in the season, our guards weren't guarding the point of attack, which made it difficult for him. Right now, it's big to big. That's the problem.
We're gonna say saludo, paisa, saludo. La Lima Cortez. I just said a quick hello to Mr. Vega in the building.
Salute
from
to
my
you,
dad's
Mr. Vega.
home. From my dad's home in beautiful Honduras. Salute.
Bernard Johnson, salute to you, man. Knicks right now with the 1-point lead, and they have possession of the ball here in the fourth quarter. Roughly about 3 minutes left. What can the Knicks do with this possession?
You got to draw it up. You got to go to your hot hand. First it's got to go to either Brunson, and you got to still feed Julius Randle. I know we were complaining about him last season, but not for nothing. He's been the most consistent Knick there to get whatever he wants there. Look for him. If they do, they're going to try to put him on the line.
Yeah. The offense, we know it's going to go through Brunson and Randle.
But boy, it's gutsy. But a Quentin Grimes to find him, that would. I know it's a gutsy play, but that would be a nice.
No, at the same time though, they're defensively stout, but you got to test them.
This is important, especially these timeouts get you nerve wrecked because you want the action to start, but you want to make sure they have the right amount of time to get the right play in and go over and hear the music with all the noise, So this is really, it gets intensified more in the postseason.
Yep. Brunson ties his career high with 34 points tonight, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. As he brings the ball up. 2:45 here left. Brunson gets the screen. Now gets it to Randle. Randle has Sohan on him. Driving and denied and scores, and they call. And what do they call a jump ball? So jump ball between Randle and Collins. And Collins got the tap. Johnson bringing the ball up. 2:30 here left. Johnson. They kick it out to Jones. Jones gets a screen, drive in, and denied by Sims. And they call a jump ball.
For the remainder 2 minutes, we will take the ticker off.
2:16 here left in the fourth. Yep. And Knicks come up with the ball. Brunson saved it barely. 2 minutes here left in the fourth. Brunson bringing the ball up. 1 point game here. Knicks have the lead. 112 to 111. Brunson working the dribble now. Brunson on top of the free throw line. Takes the jumper. Got it.
Yeah.
New career high, 36 points. Knicks have a 3-point lead here. 150 here left as Jones brings the ball up. Knicks cannot foul. As Jones gets the screen, Jones working, kicks it out. Sohan working baseline, kicks it out. Collins, and he got blocked, but they call a foul on Sims.
It's the last thing you want to do.
Collins to the line. It's the first one. 2-point game. He misses the second one. And a lane violation on Collins as he was the first one to touch it. Knicks ball. .132 here left in the fourth. Brunson gets the inbound, brings the ball up. Brunson has Sohan on him. Now he gets the switch, has Johnson on him. Brunson working the dribble. Step back mid-range. Got it! Another one for Jalen Brunson.
The closer's
116
here.
to 112. Knicks lead by 4. 110 here left in the fourth. Collins has the ball. Over to Sohan. Sohan over to Richardson. Richardson lobs it up and turnover, and Knicks get the ball. Brunson has the ball now. Brunson, defended by Sohan. And Sohan draws the foul. So Brunson draws the foul on Sohan.
Gotta hit free throws.
No. First and the last two, Knicks are now in the bonus.
Okay, that's the first within the 2
Quickly,
minutes.
trying to inbound it, and Knicks call timeout as Spurs are playing hellacious defense on the inbound pass.
That's good. The Knicks closing it out here with their closer on the floor, Brunson here. I love it. I love what we've seen.
So 48 seconds here left. Knicks up by 4.
Oof.
So timeout on the court right now. Man. You're trying to inbound it. What are you doing here? Are you trying to draw a foul, or are you trying to bury a bucket to extend the lead?
No, you want to take as much time as clock as possible with the ball in your hands, and then you could trust that you get in your offense when the shot clock is going down low. Don't turn the ball over, and I'm pretty sure maybe they might get overzealous, and might get the best of both worlds. You drop the clock down, and you get to go to the free throw line. So, but you have to be careful with the ball. You can't be careless. You got to make sure you can't turn the ball over though.
Absolutely right. As we return back from commercial break, quickly gets the inbound. Quickly trying to inbound it, gets it over to Randall. Randall driving. Randall driving. Gets it to Sims and knocked away. And they say off the Knicks. 42 seconds left. Knicks were only able to take 6 seconds off the clock.
That was off of. I just looked at the play
Jones bringing the ball up. They get it over to Johnson. Johnson driving, and they call a foul on Randall. So Johnson to get 2 shots here with 29.7 left.
That's the last thing you do. Let them score with the clock off.
4th foul on Randall. It's the first free throw. It's a 3-point game. Makes both free throws. 2-point game. Brunson bringing the ball up. Brunson gets the switch. That's Johnson. Now he's driving. Stops. Pivots. Kept it alive. Gets it over to Randall. Randall swarm. Pivoting. Fall away jumper. Off the mark. And they call a shot clock violation. So the Spurs will get it back with 5.7 back and a 2-point game.
Now with this timeout, they're going to advance the ball here. They have a chance either to win or to tie. Are you putting Mitchell Robinson back in? He didn't foul out yet, but he's still got 1 foul left. Do you bring him back?
It's an all defensive possession.
Yes, that's my point. But he's been hit with the foul bugaboo. Would you bring him? You're gonna have to trust him here. You're gonna need him to trust him to get 1 defensive stop with your team.
Damn, you're right. I mean, but Sims has been playing solid so far.
Let's see the play that Popovich is going to carve up here for his team.
So Sohan's going to inbound the ball. McBride in for Brunson. Grimes, Sims, and Quickly there with Randall. Sohan looking. And 5-second violation. Knicks ball.
Wow. I guess they must have heard us complaining.
So Grimes trying to inbound it. Grimes and Knicks call timeout as no one was open. Final timeout for the Knicks.
That's what the Spurs needed. That's inexperience of that young man Sohan there, not knowing this situation, the count in his head at least. Once Popovich starts working with them, that's something they're gonna work out. Good thing we don't have to play them no more. So when he gets that corrected, well, oh well, that's a shame. Man, but this is another one. The Knicks just got to inbound the ball, hit some free throws here. Although San Antonio still have one more timeout. So if the Knicks go one
Yeah.
of two from the line, they're still gonna be able to advance the ball and a chance possibly for a three to tie if the Knicks hit their free throws, or one of two, or the worst case scenarios don't hit a free throws, they'll still have enough time for a 3-point to actually win. So we're not out of the woods yet, folks. So let's go Knicks tonight. We're going for the Knicks here in right now.
So the Knicks, they
Oof.
gotta inbound it to someone who's gonna hit their free throws.
Players got to come and get the ball, Chef Dan. Not
Yep.
just shy away. Go and get it.
Yep.
Embrace it.
So quickly, gonna inbound it. Quickly over to Fournier. Fournier, he drove baseline and got fouled by Sohan. So Fournier's heading to the line.
Did he take?
4.1 seconds left on the clock.
So he took about a second and okay, not bad.
So Fournier at the line. Hits the first one. 3-point game. And misses it, and Spurs come up with it, track it down, timeout, 3.5 left. 3-point game with 3.5 seconds left.
They can't make it easy on us.
They just can't. So the inbounds is going to be in the front court. Jedi, let me ask you, are you going for the foul or are you playing out defense?
No, you got to go for the foul here. I know what happened with that Luca situation, but they got to learn already. You got to box out no matter what, if ands or but. You fouling, let them go to
Yeah,
the line, and they miss that. You got to know how to box out. I mean, that's techniques
yeah,
and that's effort.
yeah.
Because the last thing you need to do is them hit a three ball on your court or a miracle shot, and then you're going to overtime. It's like taking the air out of a balloon out of you're driving down the highway and you had a blowout with your tire. That you gotta foul and let them and just techniques. So Pepe Le Pew stank that up there, one of two from the line there.
So Greg Popovich is not letting Sohan anywhere near this inbound. So
That's like,
Johnson trying to inbound it over to Jones. Jones driving, spinning. Johnson, and that's it. He could not
ooh.
get the shot off in time. Good defense by the Knicks. The game is over. The Knicks win 117-114.
Hey, a win is a win is a win.
Yeah,
When we're talking about it in July, it still looks like a win. Doesn't matter if it was a one possession win or they won by 34 points. It's still a victory when you look at the wins loss of the Knickerbockers this season, the New York Knicks. Here, so man, they won at home against a team. I know they were favored by 10 points, one of the largest. If you took the Spurs, you won. You took the money line on there of the points. With the points, you win. But you know what? You take the victory. You're building now. You're now again a couple games, 3 games over 500 now. Now you're rolling a little. You're making a minor streak, a minor win, but you got the bugaboo. Well, the bugaboo is you got to go up north of the border against a team that at times has been a pain in the thorn on your side in the Toronto Raptors. Go out there, beat the Raptors. They're the next opponent on there. Get a little healthy first and foremost with your team. Whoever needs the medical, the treatment tomorrow night, and then get right back at it. The Toronto Raptors immediately. So it doesn't. There's no room for the weary. For when you come to Knicks, you continue to grind, you continue to roll, and continue to streak. So I hope they continue this winning ways here in the new year. It doesn't matter how it is; it's just a victory. When every victory continues to go, the team gets more confident, more confident, more believing in themselves. And if they believe in themselves, that now we could say, Knick fans, we have a closer. We always talked about who's the closer, who's the closer. We were all craving, and rightfully so. I'm not here the first one that it would have been R.J. Barrett, and it wasn't. Now we brought in Jalen Brunson, and he is a closer by nature. He feels natural. Man, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, overall great game. Like I said earlier, the adjustment you make this time is you have Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson comes out, delivers 38 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and then Julius Randle keeping consistent, man. Like, that's the biggest compliment I could paint for him right now is he's consistent. He's consistently good right now. And the defense he played tonight was excellent. 3 blocks on the night.
I wanted to just a quick comment and salute. Thank you, Kevin Taylor, for coming on and writing to us. It says the Spurs are tanking anyway. Correct. You're absolutely correct. Victor Wanyama will look phenomenal in the Spurs system, with Popovich as a hell of a head coach for the remaining 3 or 4 years that he has in the NBA as a head coach, maybe less. But my point is, he's teaching them how to play situational basketball and developing.
Kevin, organizations tank, not players.
No, correct. But
so an organization can try and put a mismatched team out there, but that doesn't mean that mismatched team isn't going to put an effort out. And a lot of those guys that they have on the court, a lot of them, number one, they drafted, so they're actually developing them, and number two, like, they were playing good basketball, and they've beaten good teams. They've beaten Milwaukee this year.
Exactly. That's my point. The point is that not like you said, players go out there still play because they're developing and learning how to play the NBA game correctly, know what the grind is of night in, night out basketball situation. Guarantee that young man Zohan won't make that mistake in the near future again with that 5-second violations. That's what happens. That's why you have to play and go through what's called the growing pains. You don't know that with your young, inexperienced players. So when the time comes, when you're ready to win, when you bring the one on Moyamba, you make that trade for a good player to take your team down to another level of competition. They already got that all those rookie or those bonehead in-game decision to become second nature now, and you start winning. I think that's what we're starting to see with the Knicks too. We went through a lot of helter-skelter, pulling our hair out, and at times this season we went through it, but they're learning, not making that same mistake. That's why I said about earlier, that comment, you foul, let them hit the free throw. They missed the second one. Guaranteed they're not going to let that rebound or not box out. They're going to box out. They're going to stick everything out there from the rear end to their bunions to make sure no one gets those rebounds. That's why I said those are learning lessons, and that's what teams like the Spurs, we went through it with the Knicks and others, when they out there putting their players to play, and they get to have their cake and eat it too. They lost the game, but their team got some valuable experience in Madison Square Garden, and then they get one more closer for more ping pongs for Mayamba. So if you're a Spurs fan, I know it sucks to lose because we hate losing. We hated to lose all those times there, but at the big picture, if you end up with the big prize at the end, you're going to rebuild a little more quicker than other organization, or vice versa, or any other organization.
Yep. And I believe the fact that the Spurs are tanking and they are a premier organization, the NBA will figure it out. They'll find a way. But, man, the stat lines tonight by some of these guys. Brunson with 38 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Quickly tonight, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Quentin Grimes with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And Julius Randle was the MVP tonight. At to correct the stat line. 25 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 blocks, and 3 steals.
Let me ask a question. I know in the chat a little bit of was it Trisham Dem music? The Robs robbed us every game, and y'all don't scream it out. Are you a Knicks or a Spurs? Because I don't watch the Spurs, and we are very vocal when the officiating is not to the Knicks par. So I don't know if you're, because the first time I see you in the chat. So thank you for joining us. I wanted to know if that's reference to Knickerbockers, if it's the Knicks that you're saying that the ref felt the officiating was egregious, or was it for your Spurs? Again, we do not watch the Spurs game tonight. The officiating wasn't that bad as other nights. They were really there. Some nights that they were terrible, not because the Knicks won. This was a close game. The Knicks could have lost there. A foul here, a foul there, and a traveling call, and they weren't the reason for us to get irate or bothered. It's just the Knicks. If they would have lost this game, you could have went back pointing at the Knicks missed free throw opportunities, but they did not.
It would have been missed free throws and Mitchell Robinson. That would have been the big talking point. But Knicks were able to come out with the victory. And not only that, man, a lot of the times you can, just looking at the game, you can tell when the refs involve themselves too much versus when they don't. And tonight, they didn't involve themselves too much.
And despite Mitchell Robinson being in foul trouble extremely early, I don't think we had too much of a gripe with the officiating. Even though we lost our big guy who could defend the paint, and San Antonio was having their will going to the paint. If you have that stat, do you know how many points they scored in the paint?
Give me one moment. I'm gonna get it to you right now. The San Antonio Spurs scored 46, but the Knicks scored 52.
Oh, got you. Okay, now I understand here. He says the NBA has someone watching us, so let them know how the Knicks fans feel. I got you. You want us to voice our opinion, and oh my goodness, welcome to here. You came to almost to the right program, because when the officiating stinks, and when they do, we go ham on it. But after a while, if you go ham every time, or you complain about everything, you end up with the boy that cries wolf. And we didn't, you couldn't do that all the time, because then you become crying wolf, or you become part of the furniture. You get the furniture, it gets exciting the first few minutes, and then after a while, you take it for granted. So for us voicing our opinion about the officiating every stream, it'll get kind of bland. So when they're really egregious, trust me, we get really irate. Our Mavs game, we were very irate at that. That was disgusting. I mean, if you want to look at the replay, I advise you to look at the last few minutes. We were just so irate and bothered with it, and we even wanted a hashtag, or wanted us to the Knicks fans to email the commissioner office to take a look at the officiating. So we have been very extremely vocal on that. We really do. But tonight, you got to give a spade a spade. The officiating wasn't an issue. I thought the officiating had a really solid game. Kudos to the officiating crew. They were really good. Could have been different calls, different ways. Every game we could argue that there's a call that we didn't agree with or disagree, or either fan base will feel the same way. But I thought it was fine tonight. We trust me, we do let the NBA, we do come on here, and we do scream to the high heavens when we think the officiating was disgusting. Yes.
Not only that, but our players have to play a part in the losing. That's the way it works. Our players play a part in the losing.
Absolutely. I know it. And I understand. It says it helps, but plus it helps make the pressure less in crunch time. That's what this team, not scared. Remember, this team is learning how to win. The Knicks are learning how to win. They're not, and there's times they play like they don't want to lose, and rather than go out and win. So they're learning that difference and differentiate against different teams, different organizations, different styles of basketball, the zone, and so forth. And that's why at times as fans, we go up the ups and downs of the NBA season. It's a roller coaster. You get your highs and lows, and us as Knicks fans, we get a lot of high and lows. We just came out of an 8-game winning streak. We lost 5 in a row, and we were ready, looking around and push the panic button. Now they came back and won, but 3 in a row here. And they to start the new year and going strong, and now we're like, oh, we're feeling a little good about the team. Now we have to go out there and win against the Toronto Raptors. So the NBA fan is, it's like we're all roller coasters. We're like like high tides and low tides, and you just gotta know how to navigate in those situations when the tides are changing, and that's it. That's all I gotta say on that when it comes to the officiating and voicing our opinion. I wish I could add more, but I don't know. I'll be going in circles, being redundant.
Yep.
But we win here. We Another good game. A couple of more than about five Knicks in double figures, over five Knicks in double figures, and we don't have no RJ Barrett and Obi Toppin to add more. So the Knicks' problem isn't the scoring punch. It's just getting the guys to play the right defense, the assignments, and hopefully when they do bring the extra fresh bodies here, the ones that had a lot of minutes or are a little fatigued, the guys coming off the injuries and with game shape picks up the slack there, not just with the defensive energy as well, and with the scoring punch that the team desperately needs. So in a way, this team have not been hauled together and have not hit the collective team stride yet, and we already went on an 8-game winning streak. So this team, the best basketball for this team is yet to come, and we're all hoping is in the spring. When the nitty gritty, everyone's jockeying for position, and everything now has a lot of meaning. And if they hit their stride, then we'll see an improvement. We're like, oh, wait a minute, this was good. So let's get ready to go with that. I'm great with that. The Knicks, I'm glad they shot 10 of 31 for 3-point land here, and they had 47 rebounds. But one number I wish they had a little less was turnovers. 14 turnovers was a little bit too much, but that's okay though. They'll clean that up there. There's games where they don't hardly turn the ball over, so average wise they weren't effective, but per team you can't get away when certain good NBA teams, you can't have that many turnovers and expect to have a victory. So it is what it is when it comes to the Knicks. They protect the ball, they get that win there. But again, quickly keep adding to his totals. Another 15 double-digit game for Quickly, 15 points. Manuel Quickly, what a solid player he's been turning out to be. Of course, with the growing pains, playing in there and not asking for too much. Which Brunson, here's the thing. Here's what one good player does. He makes everyone else's job a little less stressful. And Quickly now is more relaxed on the floor. Doesn't feel he has to overcompensate. And Julius Randle, I love that balance, Chef Dan, man. This was a good win. Despite the fact there was a white knuckle, I feel it was a really good win at home.
Yeah. Biggest pointers for me is that the last game against the Spurs, the Spurs, it wasn't that they were more talented than the Knicks, it's just that they outworked us.
Yes.
In this game, they came with the same effort. Certain guys weren't on as they were when they were at home, but they didn't outwork us this time. The Knicks came with the same amount of effort, and this is a good matchup, especially going against, leading into going against the Toronto Raptors, with the way the Toronto Raptors faced the Knicks last time. It's a good matchup. So overall, it's a good win.
It was a good win, and it's not, and of course, it was a sandwich in between a 3-game road trip, in between the holiday season, Christmas, then New Year's Eve. They had one more game, then returning. If they were going to return New Year's Eve back home, or if they were going to return the first, all those things. I know it's you're professionals, you're supposed to block that out, and there's no excuse why they were outworked with San Antonio in San Antonio. But this is different. You're at Madison Square Garden. The San Antonio Spurs were already in New York. They played the Brooklyn Nets before playing the New York Knicks, and the Knicks just took care of business at home. That's what we ask. Take care of the teams you're supposed to at home, and of course the Knicks do really good on the road. They play extremely well on the road, and they do exactly what we want. And if they continue doing that, like I said, one possession, one quarter, one half, one game at a time, you win those battles. When next thing you know, you turn around, you're at 500. Now you're 3 games over 500. Continue those battles. Don't have these losing streaks prolonged. And when they do, you cut the bleeding, and then you start building back up. 2 wins here. You start going, and then next thing you know, you're talking about middle of the conference here, with a team that's ascending, with players learning their roles and learning how to play winning basketball. And if that's exactly, let's be realistic. That's what we're looking for with the Knicks. We're looking for them to learn how to play winning basketball as a collective unit in situational basketball, and get coached into the right position. And this is what we're starting to see here. Do we know that, like we mentioned it, We never limit our team, never limit our basketball team. But they're not expected to win an NBA title. Doesn't mean I'm going to limit them. If they take us to the NBA finals and they're there, let's win it. But they're realistic on paper. They're not meant for it. But if they over exceed and while winning and becoming the way they're playing, you know what? I'm not going to limit them. Let's go. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for allowing us to entertain you, to watch along with us in the watch party, being part of the watch party. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Appreciate all the comments, all the love, all from everybody. We appreciate it. So many of you. It's a really long chat tonight, and like every night, we thank you guys for all the regulars, all the new subscribers, the newcomers in the chat. Please return, continue to participate with us. We enjoy seeing you. Remember, we don't. The super chat, it's available there. We don't push, we don't harp. We read everyone's comment. We appreciate that, and all we ask for is a like. Just it doesn't cost nothing. It's free. No credit card needed. All it is, that nice button that says like with the thumbs up. Just click on it. And just let us know that you enjoy, that you watch, and you're going to come back, and we'll always love to see the same repeat and the same people over and over, have the same different conversations, but about our love for the passion for the New York Knicks. So I am BX Sports Jedi Kev. I got Chef Dan, and of course, thank you for joining us. We cover all other programs. Check out all the other videos and all the audio streams that we have, and all the different platforms here on the BX Sports Jedi Network. You guys have a blessed, beautiful evening. Again, thank you so much again, and we'll see you Friday night for all Knicks fans against those Toronto Raptors. So peace.